went out with a theater kid once, and then I got ghosted.
Really?
I should have known that she liked to play around.
I hated that.
Welcome back to Sleepover. My name is Daniel Cabral.
I'm Luis Lemos.
And today we are back with a very, very brand new episode of Sleepover Pod. And once again, we are missing our Third Reich, our close compadre, Vince Caldera. May he rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. He's not sick anymore, but his toilet broke, apparently.
Yeah, we were
pretty goddamn funny.
Yeah, we'll give you a little bit of background right now. We were usually recorded like 10 in the morning, bright and early, you know what I mean? Right before the chickens wake up, we want to seize the day. Vince says, can you record at 1 p.m.? We're like, all right, sure, we'll record at 1 p.m. Mm-hmm. Vince calls me at 12 p.m. He said, hey, I'm about to jump in the shower and my toilet is over flooding. There's shit everywhere. I can't even...
Bro, I can't believe you shit that much. That's crazy.
Dude. I was like, damn, you're really shitting on the competition, huh? And he's like, I'm not going to be able to make it. And I was like, damn, I feel bad for Vince. And then the other side of me was like, God damn, we really pushed this shit for the motherfucker. And he is not even coming.
Well, it might have been for the best because now the fact that we didn't start recording at 10 gave me the opportunity to go do an open mic at 10 o'clock in the morning instead.
That is nasty work, dude.
It was bad. It's a one-item minimum, too, so I had to buy a Sprite.
At 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I gave it to Matt. I was like, I can't be drinking a Sprite this early.
Did he drink it?
He drank a Coke Zero, and then he took the Sprite with him.
God damn. Well, at least he drank a Coke Zero.
Yeah.
He's doing better.
At least he did that. But yeah, Mike at 10 is... That's nasty work, folks.
A microphone, doing anything at 10 a.m. really isn't the best. You know, working at 10 a.m. I hate that. Like, 10 a.m. is one of my least favorite times of the day. It's
either get up early, like at 7, really grind for it, or, you know, just wait until noon.
Yeah, that's really the thing. There's like this song called Remember Me as a Time of Day, and that shit's a beautiful concept, you know? Let's say you die, right? You usually remember somebody. But remember me as a time of day? Ooh, what time do you want to be remembered as?
Like 6:37.
In the morning?
No, night.
Fuck, you want everybody to hate you, dog? It's like an alarm, and it's like, God damn, I fucking hate Louis Levis, dude. It's 6:30.
Oh. The mic was rough, though.
Wait. Night, right? Night?
Yeah, night.
Okay, cool.
Start seeing the sun go down.
Yeah.
You know, the night, you got the rest of the night to look forward to.
Yeah. That's pretty. Like sunset.
Yeah.
That's fucking nice. All right.
What about you? What time of day for you?
That's a fucking deep philosophical question, honestly. This is some shit that Vince would take way too long to answer. He'd fucking start crying.
He's never cried on the pod. I haven't seen Vince cry in years, but he says he does.
I don't want to see him cry in the pod. I'd probably have to like smack him in the neck or something like that to get him to come back to life.
Smelling salts.
Smelling salts? I've smelled those before, and they fucking...
It's rough, right?
They are rough,
That makes me want to cry, actually, when I've had smelling salts.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes you want to work out, too.
I guess so, just for that burst. But I just remember, like...
Why'd you smell them?
I was at a park. Matt Linton, our friend Matt Linton, has narcolepsy, so he always carries smelling salts with him.
He does?
Yeah.
What the
Isn't it so? Matt Linton is like... He's an actor, and then... So that just means a lot of time he's just getting ready for like roles. Mm-hmm. So he's just like constantly working out, but he's just like a very handsome blonde white dude. And it's just funny that sometimes he's like, I'm very sleepy. And he legally, like medically has to go to sleep.
That is fucking not.
But he had smelling salts at a party and he made all of us try it.
That black girl had him, Harriet Tubman.
Did she?
She had narcolepsy.
You call it? Okay, yeah.
She was a black girl.
She was, yeah.
She was a black girl.
It made it sound like it was someone we knew in the friend group. I was like, oh, okay.
I think about it like I knew her personally. We'd probably get along. But tell me about the mic.
So
don't let me distract you.
It's pretty rough because, God, I showed up a little late, so I was buying my item outside, and the door opened up for the mic inside, and I just heard someone say like, maybe this next one will work, and I'm like, bro. It ain't gonna work. No matter how hard you try, even if you come with like your A+ material, it's just not gonna work at 10 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
But what made the mic really good was, I guess in Japan, they have like these live stand-up shows where it's always a duo, and they're kind of like doing very weird like wordplay jokes. Mm-hmm. And then at the mic, there were two Japanese dudes kind of doing this, but one of them was wearing a red shirt that said Donald Trump, and the other one was wearing a shirt that said Joe Biden.
Hilarious already.
And they were just kind of just going back and forth, but I just like their energy compared to like, oh, what do I talk about next?
Yeah.
You know, I hated that for the entirety of the mic. But them just like, they came with an energy and they were like, we're here from Japan. Like, I like applauding for them. You know?
Yeah, because they're there to have fun.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, you go.
And they said it was their first time performing in America too,
Dude.
which is just like, this is a treat. This was worth coming out for.
That's fun as it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's you have fun when you see somebody having fun. You know what I mean? If somebody treats something like a slog, it's going to be a slog for everybody. That's why when I have sleepover pod, I drink the smelling salts and I'm having a fucking blast.
You
dude.
did take pre-workout right before this.
Yeah, and then after I'm going to feel fucking terrible. But right now, folks, I'm having a goddamn blast, dude. You know, that's crazy. Yeah, you hit me up. You're like, do you want to come to a mic at 10 a.m.? And I said, Lewis, kill your fucking self. I think I went to bed at like 3. I was like, I'm going to give it Lewis a goddamn clip.
I went to sleep late and I woke up early.
You woke up at 5 in the morning.
5:30. Yeah.
Dude, remember me at 5:30 in the morning. Because I want, dude. Yeah, remember me. If let's say something happens to me, remember me at 5:30 in the morning, so you can get up and get after it, David Goggins style.
Have you ever had morning sex?
Yeah.
That's a vibe.
That's
we both know our like breaths smell bad, but it don't matter. You know?
Yeah, dude. Why are you talking to it like me and you had it? The way you framed it, dude. I haven't had it in a while. I'll tell you that because
That's funny.
I feel like
I did make it sound like we fucked.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And I feel like Vince stays clapping, dude. I miss that.
He
boy.
has to, right?
I would hope, man. I hope so.
You know they do some freaky stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to know about what.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. We shouldn't say that.
Imagine what this episode is just me speculating what Vince is into. There is a thing where I would always speculate. I was like, how does Vince Caldera flirt? And that is an interesting subject.
He hasn't had to in years. He's never had to do the apps.
Never had to do the. There's a lot of stuff Vince has never had to do.
Vince genuinely meets people in person. The only person I know who's actually done that.
Like a woman?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was doing it in a time like when there was no apps, like 2015, 2016.
There was apps.
There was apps, but it was like a different time.
Yeah. It was only Tinder, I think, when we were like in high school.
And he was a dirty dog, bro. He would leave me. I would make plans a week in advance, and he'd go to the beach with some girl, and then I would like, how was the date? And he's like, it was terrible. Or he's like, she didn't show up, and I was like, maybe I should stop speaking to you for a year. And I did.
I've told you I must have mentioned on the pod before, but it's times in high school when like Vince was dating like a couple girls at the same time.
Wait, really?
But
oh my,
they all knew he was dating around.
Vince is a maniac.
He was it was high school, but at one point he was like, I think he was on. Oh no, I think he might have been like on the ground floor, and then everyone in the entire school started, like each of the floors started clapping for Vince and being like, hey, Vince, get it. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, that is my favorite thing about high school. Like that, I try not to think about high school.
That energy is never going to come back.
That energy, that is so fucking
The closest
funny.
I feel that energy is when you're at an open mic, a good open mic, and everyone starts doing the dog sounds when someone walks on stage.
Oh, honestly, that is the closest
I love
thing.
that.
Yeah. Oh, my God. But now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, whenever like they'd call this thing like a lap when somebody would walk around the quad with a girl. And then the people would get so embarrassed, but then you'd walk around with the girl, and then people would be like, there you go, kid. There you go, kid. That's right. And then the girl would be so embarrassed. The guy would be so embarrassed. I'm like, yeah. And then something again. So I told you about the thing that happened with the baseball team, right? Maybe I've brought this up, but I'll bring it up again. Maybe I shouldn't, but whoever. It was like 10 years ago. We almost got in trouble for sexual harassment.
You had slightly mentioned this on the pod before.
Dude, it was. I do not think we did anything wrong. They were in the wrong. The theater kids. I've always had beef with the theater kids.
Oh, that's right. They were like humping, and
they were fucking dry humping all over the quad, all the time, straight up like fucking on like in front of everybody, and we're stretching on the field. As you do in baseball, you know, and they're walking by us, and then some players on the team say, "You better eat her ass," and they say like, "There you go, kid." And this motherfucker acts so serious, and he tells like an administrator, he's like, "They were sexually harassing us.
Damn,
the team was sexually harassing us," and they call the whole team like, "Were you sexually harassing the student?" And I was like, "That motherfucker was sexually harassing us." I was like, "I don't want to see that shit. I just want to stretch on the baseball field."
Dude, they make out hard.
They make nasty. It's gross.
They do the open, like the fish mouth, like.
Yeah, I swear, like since the beginning of time, me and theater kids have not been able to.
You've always beefed.
We've always beefed. I don't know why. I want them. I want to like them. I mean,
you would have never done theater.
Nah, I always thought theater was. I don't want to say it again, but I told you the theater story about me watching my sisters play and then almost throwing up.
That's right. Yeah. I feel like you could have done. You're taking acting classes now.
I'm taking
though.
acting classes now, but it feels different. I don't know, like theater kids. They're I don't want to diss theater kids because I know they work really hard, but the stand up energy and the theater energy is for sure different. I was the kid that was getting kicked out of class.
Wait, have you ever seen like an actual musical like on Broadway?
Wicked, I saw I saw half of it
Wait, why half of it?
because we had to go take my sister Ronnie to work. We had to leave early. I like musicals. And everything. But
I've seen Book of Mormon. That was really cool live.
Really?
Yeah, when you see like legit musicals, you're like, this is sick.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a couple of Ari's high school plays.
How was that?
I saw him do Little Shop of Horrors, and our friend Ari is a Jewish person, and they did make him the shop owner.
Oh,
who's
nice.
yelling at everyone.
Big Jew energy, dude. I mean, I can't trust you. I went out with a theater kid once, and then I got ghosted.
Really?
I should have known that she liked to play around.
I hated that. I really hated that. I really hated that. At this point, I think I'm used to getting ghosted.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, getting
It sucks each time, but like give it a couple days and you're like, oh, you completely just forget about it.
Yeah, you just got to keep moving forward. They call me Danny Phantom for a reason. I'm good with
Ghost?
I'm going ghost.
Yo, if the chick from Danny Phantom ghosted me, though, I'd kill myself.
I'd probably kill myself
Yeah.
too, dude. You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
I gotta rewatch Pirates of the Caribbean too.
That's such a fucking cool.
Is that?
ass
Can we
line.
consider that a ghost movie?
Yeah, for sure
Yeah?
it is. He literally says it. He calls it a ghost. You're in one. I love sending that.
Fucking Barbosa, dude.
Dude.
Barbosa had fucking just I don't know what it is. Is it just raw charisma?
Raw charisma.
Because he wasn't
for
even
sure.
like getting at women.
Uh-huh. He wasn't. He was just hanging out. I've never met a Barbosa I didn't like. two caps. Imagine that's what Ralph walks out to.
Has he never?
I don't think so. He
Damn.
likes the Gladiator music, which is actually kind of close to the Pirates of the
That Gladiator
Caribbean.
2 trailer was sick.
Yeah, it was crazy. My little Denzel Washington just laughing like.
Denzel's just being Denzel at this point.
I mean, I would too if I was in Rome. I mean, no one was in ancient Rome. We don't know how much Rome was very similar to today. I assume, right?
It wasn't built in a day.
It was not built in a day, but it was destroyed in one once they started talking about gender politics. I was just like,
I don't even know what happened with Caesar. I just know he got betrayed.
yeah,
Is Vincent Brutus?
could be. There's this really cool Drake lyric where he says, I think that's how Julius Caesar died. I think that's how Jesus died. Sometimes they remind me of me sometimes. I think they were decent guys. And I was like, that's a really cool way to describe Jesus as a decent guy. He's like, he was a good guy. He was a decent guy.
What's the fucking Kanye line from Flashing Lights? You know you can't roam without Caesar.
That's hard right there, man.
But who was it? Cleopatra? Or?
Something like that.
You can't roam without Caesar though.
I think I'd clean up in ancient Rome, bro. Actually, I don't know if I don't want to. I don't want to go to a time like let's say
When people weren't bathing?
Yeah, let's think like what time zone would you actually want to time travel to? Let's say you have a machine, right? You can't really affect like the world.
Bro, I don't think we can go past the 70s.
Yeah, okay. I think honestly I feel that too. I want to make sure that they're wearing deodorant for sure.
I was just thinking racial stuff.
Oh, I'd for sure be able to float.
You'd be able to float?
Yeah, I could mingle anywhere, dude. I'll be able.
Dude,
I'll be the house. Those Mexican. I'll be the Samuel L. Jackson.
Did I send you it's a House of the Dragon clip if you guys haven't watched it, but it's they're in the show a dragon chooses like a black person to be its new rider, and then a meme is from Django Unchained, and it's Damon seeing the first black dragon rider. Is like, what's that doing up on that horse? Samuel L. Jackson said it. I didn't say it.
That is some Damon shit. Dude.
Yeah,
that
I
is
like Damon.
Damon, yeah. Women, a lot of them are like, I need a Damon Targaryen. I was like, I don't think you do.
I don't think you
I
do.
don't think you do, bro.
He's on like his third wife in this show.
Yeah, I think he loves murdering, dude. He might murder a wife. He's trying to. He would murder his wife if she became king.
Hundo P.
Hundo P. That's neither here nor there, dude. But I would travel to. Yeah, I don't know about ancient Rome. For sure, maybe like 1980s.
I'd want to see the dinosaurs.
You'd want to see the dinosaurs?
But apparently the air was different, so like you might like just immediately asphyxiate.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude,
the air quality was a lot different.
You know all this shit about the dinosaurs. I feel like it's turned into a Rogan podcast. I was like, tell me about the air.
I just grew up, I don't know. I saw a lot of...
You grew up idolizing the dinosaurs.
I don't know about idolizing them, bro.
You grew up worshiping the dinos. You're like, if there's a way to bring them back,
Actually, recently, as a gift, I got a book called Dragonology.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of this book? I got it at Costco growing up.
Really?
Yeah, but there were a bunch of different ologies. There was like wizardology, Egyptology, every kind of ology you could think of. What ology are you thinking of?
I'm dead.
I was thinking you were gonna say pussyology. Or some shit.
Pussyology.
Pussyology. But it has like a bunch of like, it's written like it's real. They're like, this is where you can find dragons. This is what. You want to know how dragons breathe fire? Apparently, they have a diagram for it. They have like little. It's like a picture book that shows you like the diagram. The way they break it down, they're like, yeah, dragons have a toxic pouch in their mouth, and then they have a thing called what was it called? A spark pouch. And it was like a full on diagram, and I'm like, man, they really fool kids with this.
Yeah,
they really got my ass. I was like, why aren't people talking about this?
That's real. Just like Latinas also have that. That's where they get all their energy and their anger and their toxicity.
Oh hell no!
Oh hell no! They're like, I had a dream that you cheated, Vince.
I've never had to deal with like a Latina like that before.
Yeah, I've never had that either. I think the only time I've had, never really. I've never had a long-term relationship with a Latina.
Knock on
Maybe
wood.
one day, God willing.
Knock on wood.
God will. Oh, you're you love a beautiful white woman, and I love.
They
that.
just happen to be white.
I love that for you. You know, everybody has their type and everybody has their taste. You know,
Growing up, you said, well, no, I think you've always kind of been attracted to. It doesn't matter, right?
me, bad bitches for sure. They got to be baddies. You know?
They gotta be baddies?
They got to be baddies. When but they got to believe that they're a baddie too. You know, I can't date somebody that.
It's literally that Ray Sherman song.
Yeah, they gotta
No
be.
type.
They gotta be walking around believing they're sexy red. To be.
So you can't date a girl who's like not confident?
No, I can't. Not at all. I hate that
Interesting.
kind of shit. Like when somebody, I think I was talking to Vince about it, and I'm like, "You don't know how to take compliments, huh?" And he's like, "No, I just try to shoot away." And I was like, "Bro, that shit pisses me off in a person. If somebody gives you a compliment, just fucking take the compliment.
It's hard, bro.
Don't make a fucking meal out
It's
of it.
hard,
It's not a
bro.
fucking like, because it's not like I'm sucking your dick, bro. Like you don't make it seem like that. I'm literally just saying your hat looks nice. Don't make it be like, oh my god. It's don't make an event out of some shit that is not an event. That's how I take it. I'm just like, bro, it is not that serious. I just said your shirt looks nice. You're making this shit like the end of the world, or it means the world to you.
You brought up like just the phrase of like, just suck his dick already.
Just suck his
like,
dick.
You want me to suck his dick? Like that's so goddamn funny.
That
to me.
is. And that's how I see people who are like, I can't take a compliment. And I'm like, bro, just fuck. It's not like we're sucking your dick. We're just saying you look nice today. And people who can't.
What was the last compliment you got?
That I got? Oh, dude, I get them like every day. I get them too much, dude. They like fall off the back. That's why I want to give them away.
You're so
I
goddamn
want to
stupid.
give the compliments.
You're so goddamn
I want to
stupid.
give the compliments away.
Like
dude.
Oprah.
Yeah, I want to be like, you give a compliment. I'm a complimenting guy. I feel like I try to make the world a
You
shiny
do,
place.
yeah.
You know, because why not? And I definitely do mean them. It's not like I'm just being like,
But sometimes people don't think you mean it.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, but that's probably their own insecurities. You know, you got to walk around. You got to walk around like sexy red.
I didn't think Sexy Red was hot, and then I saw a photo of her. I'm like, okay, maybe.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I like her music, dude. Her music makes me feel like a baddie. Oh, Sexy
my
Red.
everything.
You my everything. Look at Dua on
Do you
that
like
shirt.
Glorilla?
I do like that Glorilla song. At 95 degrees. I like
Yeah.
Glorilla a lot. I sent my brother a Glorilla song, FNF, and I was like, Young Dolph would float on this, and he just sent the thumbs down emoji. I love female rap, dude. I think they're so good.
Because we both have like older brothers that kind of look like us. Like, how often are you texting your brother?
Like every day, probably. Some
I
random
don't text
stuff.
my I don't text my brother
Yeah,
often.
well,
enough.
we go to Muay Thai and stuff together. He comes here to feed the dogs, and you know,
That makes sense,
He's
yeah.
always up to no good, and I go to his house to lurk. He's always around over here.
My brother's gay, and
Hey, chill.
I was kind of
He's a
bringing
good
it up.
guy.
Yeah, I was bringing it up to him because he has a pride flag in his room, but he also has Harry Potter books.
Damn.
And I'm like, dude, have you explained to your kids? He's like, that conversation's not gonna come up. Not for like, he's defending JK. It's just like, it's just too much to like have to break down.
Wait, run this shit back. So he has a pride flag in his room.
Mm-hmm.
How big is the pride flag?
It's the big one.
Okay, let's say he had a little pride flag and then a huge ass Gryffindor flag.
He's a Hufflepuff.
Oh, he's Hufflepuff.
He's a Hufflepuff.
He'd be puffing. That's just funny. Like it'd be really funny if he has.
Dude, it's just insane to me that J.K. Rowling wrote an entire world where anything is possible, and then she came into the real world and was like, "Nah, you got to be a man or a woman." You gotta pick.
She's like, nah.
She literally was like, here's a hat that can fucking choose based on your personality. But no, you fucking choose a side now in real life.
She's like, nah. She's like, fiction, in fact, bitch.
And what's the craziest part to me is when the books ended, when the Harry Potter books ended, she started like putting out blog posts or Tumblr posts being like, actually, Dumbledore is gay. Like she started retroactively like putting stuff in to make it seem more woke, which is just like, you should have just written that in originally.
Yeah, so it's like she's very into she's a TERF, but then she likes Dumbledore being gay. I don't know. I don't know enough about Harry Potter. Harry Potter's cool. I like Harry Potter though.
Did you watch all the movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I don't know enough about JK, about what she has done or not done. I know that I like the movies and they make me feel good. You know what I mean?
Make you feel good.
They make me feel
that
good.
That music is uplifting.
Yeah, John Williams cooked, bro. That motherfucker
He really fucking did.
That dude does not miss. They're making a show.
That's going to be interesting because you never read the books, right?
Oh, I read the books.
Oh, did you?
I guess I'm a Harry Potter fan, huh? I was a rebel.
That's so fucking funny. I didn't know you read the books.
Yeah, I read them all, dude.
Which one was your favorite?
Let me think.
What's so funny is everyone
Second.
always calls Vince Harry Potter, but I doubt he's ever read any Harry Potter.
I doubt that motherfucker has read a book. Vince doesn't read, bro. I remember I would
Wait, you said the second was your favorite one?
I think Chamber of Secrets.
Wow,
probably. Chamber
that's
of Secrets.
interesting.
And the Chamber of Secrets is fun, or maybe it gets darker for sure towards the end. You know,
Four is my favorite, but that seems to be like the shift because that's where Voldemort comes back.
Dude, that's that movie.
I like that tournament.
The tournament is sick. That's so sad when they my son, my boy.
God, I saw so if you guys know the scene where it's Cedric Diggory's dad seeing Cedric Diggory's body after the end of the Triwizard tournament, where he's like, "My boy." I saw a meme being like when you go to the glory hole and find out and go check on who's on the other side, and it's the "my boy" meme. That's my son.
Why would you want to be on this side of the glory? That's how my dad is when he sees me get ghosted. That's my son.
That's my son.
That's my son.
What's been the most... Have I brought up when my dad saw me smoking?
Oh, your dad caught you?
Yeah, my dad caught me once.
Really?
It was so fucked up. I remember because this was at our old place and AC was in the living room, so you'd have to close all the doors and just keep the living room cold, and the rest of the house is just like, if you want to get cool, just go into the living room. But no one was in there. I was in there by myself, and my dad was in the kitchen, and I took a dab hit, and he just burst through to ask me like a random question. He's like, "Hey, Luis," and then like I freeze up, and he's like still talking to me, and I'm like, like holding in the smoke, and he like gets to a point where I have to answer, and I go, and then it all just comes out. And he like is very perplexed. And he's like, were you smoking? And I get, yeah. And he stops and he goes, did your brother give you that? And I was like, 100% he gave me this weed. This is all my brother's fault. That wasn't even home. That was my own weed. But he gave me the out. Why wouldn't I take that shit?
You're despicable, bro. You're supposed to eat that shit. You folded under pressure.
He was basically already moving out. What were they going to do to him?
Oh, that's true. I don't know. What happened? Was he mad?
No, he's just like, hey, be chill with that shit. And I was like, I'm smoking it in the middle of the day. I don't know what you expect.
What did your dad? I know your dad was a rocker.
He smoked.
Oh, he smoked?
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Cigarettes and weed, yeah.
Okay. If I ever got caught smoking, I'd have to like lie my way out. Like, let's say smoke comes out of my mouth, I'd be like, Mom, I'm a mutant. Please don't tell the government. They're gonna register me,
bro.
Dude,
I feel like your mom would tell the government.
She probably would, bro.
If you were a mutant, your mom would tell the government.
Dude, this might be a bit, but I think it's so funny. You know the dude that Trump picked to
JD
Vance? Doesn't that motherfucker look like somebody that Mystique would turn into? Like he'd be walking down the hallways, and then she would scan a fucking, what are those things called? She'd like scan an ID, take off a lanyard, and then be like swishing her little hips, turning into Mystique.
He does look just like the early 2000s Marvel politician.
Yeah, he does. Pretty much every Republican looks like a Marvel politician. They're like, we're gonna close the borders, and we need to stop the XMen.
When Mike Pence was president, they're like, he literally looks like he made the Sentinels.
He does look like he made the Sentinels, bro. Like, they for sure. They would.
They'd hate the mutants.
They'd hate the mutants. They hate Professor X. one side is gay and one side wants to kill the X-Men. And those are our choices, dude. We need the Sentinels, dude. The Teslas.
Those first 3 action movies, well, maybe the first 2 were a vibe.
They were a vibe. Elon Musk for sure looks like an X-Men villain too.
Yeah, but like the pasty one who at the end of the movie stabs himself with like some serum to make himself strong.
Yeah. He's got that villainy vibe, dude. We need like a cool ass villain.
In real life?
Yeah.
We got one, bro.
Who?
One who's literally dodging bullets and shit.
Oh, yeah. The Immortan Joe.
The Immortan Joe.
The Immortan.
Well,
Immortan
Don?
The Immortan Don.
Immortan Don.
Dude, big camel toes coming for him, though. She's letting her moose knuckle show. She's going to be taking that shit on.
I love that video of Kamala being like, the coconut tree video?
The coconut tree is going to take her to the top, man. I love that. I like Kamala just because of that.
She's got that mom laugh, which I kind of fuck with.
Yeah, I like it. She feels, at least to me, I feel
Wakanda forever.
I want to give her a nice dap or a hug or, you know.
Oh, she looks like a good hugger.
Yeah.
Like Jeannie Buss.
Yeah, dude. I would try to give Kamala. You think she'd get mad if I gave her a waist hug?
What's a waist hug?
Well, you know how sometimes you give somebody a side hug, but then sometimes you give somebody the little waist hug. Like,
oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, Daniel, do you have a trick on a date when you want to get that first kiss?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, it depends. I don't.
If it's a guy or a girl, right?
You're stupid. If I'm genuinely into a girl and I want to like talk to her more, I try not to get the first kiss on the date. I don't think about it too much, you know, because I want to talk. And this usually fucks everything up because when I should just
because then afterwards they're like, why didn't you try anything?
Yeah. I should just riz everything. But I do the thing where I'm like talking to them and I'm looking at them and I look at their eyes and I look back at their lips. Look, why don't you look at me? Why don't you look at me? I'm like, you're crazy. You're crazy.
The fuck off me.
Yeah. Well, I look at them and I look at their lips and I look back at their eyes and then they kind of know. And I say something sexy, just like, that's crazy.
That's what you say that's sexy is you say that's crazy.
I say, you're stupid. I say,
stupid.
I say, you're fucking dumb as fuck, huh? I'm like, you look like you want to kiss me, huh? Nah, why are you playing? I didn't say you could. I say you look like it. Why do you look like that then? I don't know that you look. That's your face. I'm like, all right, okay. You're already here then, huh? I'm like, The theater kids. What's your trick? How do you get these gals to be kissing?
I don't do all that. It is the eye contact thing.
Yeah. Damn, don't look at me now, dude.
You're stupid.
Don't fucking
We can't.
Don't look.
This is why we need Vince on the pod.
Vince has the gayest eyes in the world. His eyes are too alluring when he takes his glasses off.
That might be the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, his eyes. Have you seen his eyes?
He's got brown eyes. We got pitch black eyes.
Yeah, he's got
nothing.
He's got those light skin eyes though, dude. Don't look at that boy with those eyes. But yeah, that's one thing I'm like, if I can get that kiss, I'll be smooching. You know what I mean? I'll be like this. I'll be eating face. Nah, I'm celibate now, dude. I've changed my ways.
She might sell a bit.
Wait, what?
There's a Kanye line where he's like,
what song is that? What song is that? A bit.
Give me a second too.
What song? Is that on?
Yeah, give me a second too.
Is that on Donda?
That's the name of the song. No, it's just a single with
Peso?
Peso and I think some Roddy.
Roddy. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this stuff. But we'll take a quick commercial break and we will be right back with another episode of Sleepover Pod. We are back with another verse of Sleepover Pod.
Man, how often do you feel like it's necessary to tell your friend they're being thirsty?
I feel like that's a loaded question because it's
a fine line.
It's an intervention because you're going to be telling me that I'm
no,
the one that's
no.
Vince is actually here. He's going to come out.
I will say there are times I see a hot chick post something and I'm like, oh, it was posted 7 minutes ago and you've already liked it.
I think that's me being supportive, dude. I think
it's just the quickness that always gets
it's quick, dude. I support women. I mean, Big J once brought it up. She's like, "Why'd you like this girl's photo?" And I'm like, "Because like she posted it." I'm like, "What am I gonna not like a girl's photo just because it's a girl's photo?"
That is true. It's just the internet. Those aren't real points.
Those aren't real points. She's like, her ass was out. And I was like, that's why I liked the photo. Like, you know what I mean?
It got my attention.
Got my attention. I was like,
I like stuff that gets my attention.
I was like, good for her. If you posted a photo with your ass out, like, and people liked it, I literally would not care. I'm not even on some like fake progressive shit. I'm like, dude, if you want to look good, post your shit. That's why you work out, so you could look good. Like, be open, have fun.
You might have. There's so much stuff that we might have already mentioned on the pod. I just can't even remember.
It's a new era.
We spill our whole life on this pod,
dude. Honestly, yeah, we do.
But
I spill my whole life. You have kept so much shit close to the chest. I've tragedy
Close
triumph.
to the chest like this, dude.
Did we record?
Like this right here.
How long did we take a break after Rico died?
It was a minute.
It was a minute?
Yeah.
Unless we recorded right after. I was like, this fucking... When a dog dying.
You recorded Doom Scroll pretty soon
I did
afterwards.
recorded Doom
yeah.
Scroll a week after, and that was rough.
Remember, that was the one Doom Scroll episode I listened to because I was like, I want to know what Daniel feels like.
Yeah, I was fucking...
And then I think it opens up with you being like, nothing matters in the world.
Oh, yeah, it was a rough week. When my dog got hit by a car, I had to do a lot of shit. I had to record 3 podcasts. I had to DJ like 5 weddings. That shit was rough. I had to do phone calls and talk to couples and be like,
That's rough.
what do you want to talk about? I go, tell me about your special day. And I was like,
Like, we actually want our dog to walk down the aisle with the ring.
dude, a lot of the couples do that
That's
kind of
so
stuff.
cute.
And it is cute, but in the moment I was like, God, man, I miss my guy. I miss my dog. And then I got Elvis, who was a completely different dog.
He's such a little dick face.
He's a little dick face. I mean, Rico was a bit of a dick face too, but I mean, dogs are dogs, man. They always have a different kind of personality. You've always been a cat guy.
Not always. It just, I happen to get cats and I'm like, oh, they're chill.
Yeah, chill like you.
Because growing up, there was like we kind of had a cat. It was like kind of outdoors and to come to our house to eat. That was always kind of an asshole. You could never touch it. So that was my one experience. And then when I was like in middle school, my brother's like, I want to adopt a cat. And we got him and he was so fucking chill.
Yeah,
It was really nice.
Which cat was that?
That was Momo.
Momo. That's the one
Yeah.
that passed away.
Yeah.
Damn, Momo. R.I.P.
Yeah, he died in my arms.
Damn, that's fucking sad, but also kind of beautiful.
Except he wasn't old, so he was young.
How did he die?
He died from a heart attack.
Fuck.
Which is, it's fucked up to learn cats can have heart attacks in the moment. Like, it's not a fun fact you can bring up
Can you
afterwards.
tell us about it?
Dude, it was wild. I literally just woke up to the sound of my cat making a weird noise.
Uh-huh.
And I went over and he was like weirdly limping and I grabbed him. And he just like, I felt like his last breath in my arms.
Damn.
And then what was messed up was I was like freaking out, yelling. And then my grandpa was there. And I called my brother and my mom and they didn't answer.
Uh-huh.
So then I called my godmom and she lives far away. So I don't even know why I did that.
Yeah.
And then she was freaking out because she's like, is your grandpa okay? And I was like, no, it's the cat. And she's like, well, he grew up on a farm. You know, he would know if your cat is dead for sure or not. And my grandpa just saw it and he's like, yeah, it's dead. We got to go bury it right now. And I was like, bro, give me a fucking second. Like, that motherfucker was like, yeah, I got the bag ready.
He's like, we gotta bury it right now, or else some pet cemetery shit is gonna happen.
It is still buried next door, so I gotta go visit his grave.
Oh, next door in the apartment?
My
next door.
aunt lived next door, so we buried him in her backyard.
Glassell?
Yeah, in Glassell.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Rico-
Only reason I go back to Glassell Park. Fuck
Yeah.
Glassell Park. Any other reason?
Yeah, Rico's he's buried in front of the house, which is we buried him in front, and
On a rose bed, right?
Yeah, dude, the fucking that is like the saddest shit in the world. Like sometimes I think about this shit. I'm laughing now. I'm laughing about how fucking sad I was. Like
Dude.
the visual of me crying.
The morning after when your pet dies is like you wake up expecting them to be there, and then you just feel like an emptiness like permeate your body.
Yeah, dude, and I feel like it's something that people expect you to move on from until they experience it themselves. But because they're like, oh, it's just a pet, but it's like it really, really, really hurts. Because like my brother, he's always been like empathetic and stuff, and not that he wasn't, but like and he like gave me like a pat on the back. He's like he's like I'm sorry. He's like it's gonna be okay. You know, he was a good dog, and that was mostly like it. And which is fine. My sister was a lot more empathetic. Now my brother has 2 Rottweilers. I swear to God, if anything ever happens to the Rottweilers, dude, he will fucking lose his mind. He will lose his goddamn mind, bro. Like he loves those dogs more than anything in the world.
They're cuties. When you guys got the Rottweilers, I saw them and I was like, oh, they're adorable. Like I can just imagine a year from now when they want to tear me to shreds. And now every time I do walk past your house, they're like, dude, they're right there in the fence just ready for me.
Bro, they fucking hate hats.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
They're literally the Tony Sopranos of dog. They're like,
Take it off.
Take that. Take
it off.
Take the hat off.
Dude, with my cat dying, I had to break the news to every single person in my family while they were at work, and they had to like come home, and like I saw like each one of them like cry as they got home, and it was just like, man, I just fucked up everyone's day by like.
Yeah.
A part of me was like, maybe I should just waited until they all got home to be like, yeah, there's a reason you can't find him.
God, dude, that is sometimes I feel like my sister Ronnie likes being the breaker of bad news. Sometimes I don't know why.
Why? What news has she broken?
There was a dog we know named Jingles, and it would get dog walks by my brother's wife. And then she came in my room one day, and then she calls me Buppy sometimes as like a little nickname. She's like, she woke me up. She's like, Buppy, guess what? And I was like, what? She's like, no more jingles. And I was like, what? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, jingles died. And I was like, why the in my head I was like, why the fuck would you say it like that, bro?
Yo, that's such a terrible way to. She said it's so cute.
She said it in the cutest way. I was like, bro, like that dog was so cute. Why would you say it like that?
Dude, my dad's kind of the same way, but with like
People.
Yeah, like
no more Vincent.
When my grandpa was like sick and about to pass away, I remember one time he like bursts into my room and he goes, "Oh my God, Luis!" And I freak out. I'm like, "Oh my God, did he die?" And he goes, "No, I found out our insurance is going up $100." I was like, "Bro, this is not the energy we need right now." Like,
is it because you guys moved to Glendale?
yeah, literally, the Glendale fucking insurance rose it up so much.
Damn, maybe I don't want to move to Glendale.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep my address here.
No, you're gonna say you moved to Glendale. Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
we can't leave a trail.
That's crazy. Glendale drivers are insane, dude.
It has made me a worse driver.
Yeah.
100%. It's made me a worse driver.
Glendale drivers like drive like they're in Mad Max Fury Road, but with just Beamers and Mercedes.
Except they're all the side characters that are constantly crashing in the fucking movie. I literally follow a page called Only in Glendale that shows like stupid drivers in Glendale, and I swear to God, it's on my daily commute. All the streets I see, I'm like, yeah, I passed by that just a couple hours ago.
You probably recognize your own car in the background sometimes. Dude, I'm just fucking almost crashing every time I get out of the Apoy local parking lot.
I'm just so scared of Glendale PD that I don't really fuck around like that badly with stuff. Like, sure, I'll take like a random U-turn every now and then, but
oh, Glendale, I swear to God, that's why driving you off I get so nervous, because Glendale is the one place they have nothing better to do than just fuck with people's day.
I've never once read a news article being like Glendale PD did something good. It's like
Hero Glendale cop.
Literally never once.
Hero cop from Glendale beats the shit out of somebody for jaywalking. Bro,
You've had some fucked up cop interactions.
Oh yeah, the Glendale cops that took my car. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have had fake tags on a car, but you know, you live and learn, dude. I don't know. Glendale's just not a good city, except I'll live there maybe one day.
I like Glendale. I like it even though the driving's really bad.
Yeah, my dream is South Pasadena.
Ooh,
if I could
beautiful.
If I could live in South Pasadena,
you made it.
Yeah, I made it.
You have to start a family if you live in South Pasadena.
Yeah, that's the goal, dude. Michael Myers literally kills people there. That's why I know that's like a place to live. He doesn't kill people on like Watts. You know what I mean?
They would have killed him.
They would have killed him, bro.
Killed his ass.
They would have killed his ass real quick. Like, who that motherfucker standing out there? Who that motherfucker standing? Hey, homie. What size shoes are those?
What movie villain would do best in the hood? There's Leprechaun. There's literally Leprechaun in the hood.
Yeah, which movie villain? A villain that has to stay strapped. Probably It Follows.
I'm thinking Freddy Krueger.
Really?
Because he goes into their dreams.
Oh, okay, maybe. And you know, Martin had a dream. I was gonna say It Follows because in the hood they stay fucking, bro. They fuck.
That's true. Who would know? Who knows who would end up with? It might loop back to you somehow.
Bro, It Follows. He kills like an entire block radius in one night.
They follow.
I mean, that's what they call that shit in the East Side. When like a non-binary person, they follow. Them follow. Straight up, somebody just wearing like what's that shit? Like Carhartt. But they never work outside.
All Carhartted out. I love seeing homies wearing all Carhartt, and I'm like, hey man, what did you work on today?
Yeah,
what did you build?
Let me see your hands. Fucking the smoothest hands. Everybody that's rocking Carhartt, Dickies.
That's a crazy pull for them to like start. For that to become hype was insane.
That shit, like I don't try to gatekeep shit, but I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, go outside one day. I'm like, you don't even have a
when they wear Timbs. There's a big listener of the pod who wears Timbs.
He's out in the streets though. He's out there doing. He's fucking.
That is true. He's
motherfuckers doing burpees at 1 a.m. on the streets for no reason. I don't know if he was wearing Timbs while he was doing that, but I'm like, Professor, was this you doing burpees at 1 a.m.? He's like, hey, yo, chill.
Bro, I've seen these crazy videos of like. The caption is always her. I wonder what he's out doing with the boys tonight, and then him, and it's just a group of guys lifting while getting waterboarded. Like they'll literally like be on a bench doing reps, and they'll like put a rag over their face and pour milk, and they get waterboarded as they're doing reps.
Dude, now that would be the dream.
With the boys?
With the boys?
At 1 in the morning? I do that
Honestly,
shit.
man, I do want to have like a boys trip because like it would just we never really had one.
We've never gone fishing.
We never gone fishing, and I think this could be the year. I mean, I want to just
it kind of has to be.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like we got to drag Vince to like do something. You know, like
I don't even think Vince would go fishing.
No, but he needs to be like a drag. I feel like I got to fake my death or something and make him go on a wild.
We got to
goose
book
chase.
him. We got to say there's a show somewhere.
I got to pretend. I'm like, Vince, there's a giant ghost that has escaped into this forest in this boat, and there is a ghost.
Just the idea that ghosts are like more dangerous the bigger they are.
Yeah. It's a giant. Yeah, it's huge.
But it still looks like the white handkerchief ghost.
With which ghost?
The ones with the white drapes.
Oh,
like
that's
the classic
funny.
Scooby Doo ass ghost.
Scooby Doo ass ghost. That's what Vince lives a Scooby Doo ass
Vince
life.
is Fred, dude.
I'm gonna start calling him.
Vince just pulls the girl away and he's like, "Let's go check over here."
Vince is a ghost hunter. I'm a pedophile hunter. What are you hunting?
Oh, vampires. I want to be a vampire hunter.
That'd be cool. Cause, dude, we should just start hunting people. You know
Oh,
what I
we
mean?
can become bounty hunters.
I mean,
Like dog.
Dude,
Dog.
Has he stood up for Trump yet? You know he has. You know he rocks with Trump.
I think
is he alive?
The last news article I read was Dog the Bounty Hunter saying that he was gonna infiltrate Russia to get Edward Snowden and bring him back. You remember Edward Snowden?
Really? Yeah, I remember him. That's crazy that he's gonna bring him to justice.
Yeah.
Out of all the people he's bringing him to justice, bro, he's like, fuck Epstein, fuck Epstein's girl. He's like
they're
Edward
both dead
Snowden.
at this point.
Nah, Edward Snowden, he's alive. Where is he? He's chilling in
Russia.
He may be, dude. Imagine he was alive. Now that would be like the craziest way to end the year. Like Edward, what's his name? Epstein is alive.
Oh, Epstein is alive.
They're like,
damn.
He's like walking the streets like Bigfoot.
Wait.
That's the twist ending of Trap.
It's the pedophile hunter things where they're like, oh, there's a bigger threat out there. We need a pedophile to find the other pedophiles, and then it's the ending of the Pirates of the Caribbean 2 where Barbosa walks down the steps. We need a captain.
Fucking Vince walks down the steps. I'm just kidding. Vince is not. We joke. It's harder to make these jokes.
That's all these jokes are. That's all this is jokes.
Yeah, it's all these jokes, baby. Vince will never do such a thing. I'll tell you. But fucking Alec Castillo. Why do you think he's always at Disneyland, bro?
Bro, he knows all that stuff about cars, dude.
Cars. Toe Mater, dude.
Toe Mater.
Toe freaking Mater. There's something I want to get into after I drink this water.
What is it? Is it about our friends being thirsty?
I'll be honest with you. I drank the water hoping something would come to me. I do that sometimes. You ever just start a sentence and then hope that something comes and then...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally me on dates.
Really? How okay. You're doing... I can't say what you're up to now, but you're in a happy place.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm happy. I genuinely say this is this is the happiest I've seen you. The most fulfilled I've seen you probably.
That's wild.
Yeah. You know what I mean? You're like in all aspects. I think you graduated. Your love life is nice. You're enjoying stand-up. You're doing stand-up more.
I am enjoying stand-up for like the first time in a long time, which I'm very happy about.
Like you're doing more stand-up than me. I kind of took like 2 months off or a month off just to like
recharge. You gotta recharge those batteries.
You gotta recharge the batteries. Also, I'm trying to fucking kill these rats, bro.
You have not broken down. You have not explained.
Motherfucker, I don't know what is there to explain. I got rats in my ceiling, bro, and that shit
in the ceiling
kills me. That shit kills.
Do you hear them?
Huh?
Do you hear them?
Yeah, I hear them.
Fuck.
There's every like new levels. Bring new devils. I will tell you this. In the beginning of the I was doing an audit of my year yesterday because sometimes it's easy to think about where you've come, or it's easy to forget where you've come. And I'm like, dude, I feel like I haven't really moved far at all this year. Since the beginning of the year, but I was out of shape in the beginning of the year, and your boy's cooking right now.
I've seen you without a shirt on. You're looking good.
Yeah, my dad. I told you that my dad told me that he's like, if you don't have hose right now, I'm embarrassed of you, like as a son, basically. And I was like, Pop, I'm like the concept of locking in to my dad. He does not understand it. I was like, Pop, I'm really just not trying to date right now. I'm just trying to focus on myself. And he's like, are you gay?
I don't think he realizes how tough it is to date right now.
I don't think
he still assumes. Oh, you go out looking hot, and that's it.
Yeah, he operates like it's the 80s, and maybe it is, dude. But I'm like, Pop, I have 7 dogs, and I live at home, and there's rats in the ceiling. It's a hard deal.
It's a tough.
It's a hard sell, you know. So I've been trying to deal with these rats, but things have been going. I paid off the debt. I got out of debt. I'm doing okay now.
Financial freedom's huge.
Financial freedom is huge, but I'm like, I'm still there. It's like once I figure out something else happens, and I'm like, all right, I want to clean up the house, and these motherfucking rats, bro, they just pull up, and they live here now. And
Yeah, I don't know how you start. Rats are. I don't know how you get rid of them.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be like, I don't know how you live like that, bro.
Nah, fuck it.
No, I
Yeah.
really don't. Like that's like the dogs I could live with. Like some shit. Like my mom brings shit, my dad brings shit. I could live with some shit, but the rats is the final fucking straw, bro.
What have they done?
They annoy me. They just live. The fact that they're here just squeaking.
But have they like ruined any stuff for you?
Yeah, they have gotten into the popcorn in my storage room and they have devoured all the popcorn. They ate all the fucking popcorn. They ate all the Nesquik. These pieces of
Nesquik
shit.
too?
These pieces of shit. These pieces of shit rats took all the chocolate milk. And they laugh at us. I know these cocksuckers are laughing upstairs. Having
Remy?
sugar rushes. Yeah, I know they're whipping up some crazy shit up there. And I'm trying to kill them. I've literally, I caught like 2. Elvis is really good at catching them, but I don't know if it's good for him to be killing rats. I don't want them to hurt my little duo dog.
Why do they hurt him?
Huh?
How do they hurt him?
If they bite him or something. But he has like shots, but I don't know. These fucking, I keep calling them sons of bitches, but I'm trying to kill these motherfuckers.
It's tough.
Yeah.
They keep breeding.
They keep breeding, dude. I hear them fucking breathing. I hear them clapping cheeks up there, dude. I hear them playing Al Green, and like it's disgusting.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's Marvin Gaye, but different black guy. But yeah,
That's the song I always think of with Making Love. That and Smooth Operator.
really.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. When I think of Making Love, I think of One More Time by Daft Punk. I'm like, one more round. You know, what song? What's the shortest song in the world? It's a short ass song.
Oh,
Happy birthday, dude.
Jump Out the House by Playboi Carti. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Jump
I
Out
know
the
that because
House.
I do planks for 1 minute and 30
Oh,
seconds.
that's cool. I thought you were gonna bust around like for that song.
Jump Out That Bitch.
Jump at that bitch. But yeah, I'm trying to kill these rats, dude, and that's been my primary focus. I literally just got so focused on the rats, I forgot what I was talking about right now.
I've never had to deal with that. Ants can be fucking annoying as hell.
Ants can be annoying, but like I understand them. Ants fucking work, bro. I understand they
Yeah,
work.
rats just like scrounge off you.
They-
Rats are like the cousin who's like, let me just kick it on your couch for like a few weeks
Yeah,
and shit.
just let me get. And literally, I had a cousin that lived here like that, fucking nasty. And like ants are workers, bro. They get up, they get after it, they serve a baddie, and I get
They
it.
serve a baddie.
They serve a baddie with a fatty, and I'm like, I get it. We understand each other. But a rat is a fucking rat. Like, there's nothing else you could say. That's the worst thing you could fucking be in life is a rat.
I like the idea of a rat king though. When the rats, all their tails get stuck together.
What is that?
You haven't heard of that? Apparently, it's this thing that happens is sometimes rats, like a huge group of rats, all their tails will get stuck together, and then they'll die because you can't just be like connected to all these things. So they'll like become petrified, and people will find those petrified things and call them rat kings.
Dog, that is so fucking disgusting because I know I'm going to probably find that shit in my roof, in my ceiling.
Did you ever watch the movie Wild Wild West with Will Smith?
yeah.
There's a scene I think where they eat rats, and it looked really appetizing as a kid.
Wow. Wow. That's really? Mm-hmm. I mean, I felt that way about the bugs in The Lion King, but
Yeah, there's some disgusting food in movies that you're like, maybe. You know?
slimy.
I rewatched Shrek and Shrek 2 recently, and the mud looks so good in it.
Yeah.
His meal, too, with like the caterpillar, like...
Wait, you think that's how bi dudes, like when they first started sucking dick for the first time, they were like, slimy, yet satisfying.
Bro, we should have Cooper on the podcast at some point because just the idea of like
He's
sucking dick for the first time is crazy.
He can keep that shit to himself, bro. There's some shit I'll be absent on the pod.
I was about to be like, I wonder what the sensation was. And now I need to cut the fuck off. I cannot. I don't even got to be curious about that.
Hey, if you're curious, bro, curiosity killed the cat. And you know what that means? It means it killed the love of pussy. So you can go ahead and
Nah, dude, pussy's amazing.
hop on the deek. Dude.
Ride the dick like a BMX.
Ride a dick like a BMX. You could. You know what I mean? Hop off the dick like a diving board. Just straight up. You know?
Wait, you've been watching the Olympics, right?
I've been watching a little bit of the Olympics, dude. Mostly beach volleyball men out there. I was watching ping pong yesterday. I swear to God, I was watching. They were going at it. Was Egypt versus bro. Egypt versus like Germany or some European thing. And the shit that like blows my mind is like they're so in shape, bro. Like they have like abs. Like that shit is so cool.
No matter the sport, they have abs.
No matter the sport, but like in ping pong, like the dudes had like strong ass legs for ping pong, and ping pong I respect ping pong. It's a fun sport, and no bullshit. It's a fun. I'm nice at ping pong. You like ping pong?
I'm bad at it. My
Yeah.
reaction time is bad.
It's a fun thing to play, dude. We got 5 more minutes. Mm-hmm. I love ping pong. I was money at it, dude. But I was watching that, the shooting, the Olympics is fun.
The shooting
man.
was sick. I always only fucked with the opening ceremonies.
Oh, dude. Are you ready for 4 years when it's here in LA?
If we're still here, dude. What if the big one hits? What if the big one hits?
Lizzo performing. You're silly, dude. Don't say that. Don't say that.
So stupid.
You're crazy. Don't.
You're so
Don't
stupid.
talk about my girl that way.
I always remember. I don't think anything's ever topped the China Olympic openings.
Beijing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I remember that. Hype. Dude. I think they were singing like a song called Beijing. And then I told my sister, I was like, you remember when they were singing that song Beijing? And she's like, what are you talking about? And then like, I was like, damn, maybe they weren't. And then like 10 years later, I was like, I swear to God, they're singing this song called Beijing. She's like, yeah, they were. I just wanted to pretend like they weren't. And I was like, this whole time you gaslit me for like 10 years. And I knew they were singing this Beijing song. And Jackie Chan was out there just fucking doing his thing.
They had like, since it was in 2008, they had 2008 drummers just fucking like going hard.
Dude, you know China goes crazy with that kind of stuff, man. You know? What if Sleepover goes Chinese?
In what way?
We have like we give up on our American fan base and we just go to China.
Hey man, big companies have done that. They're just like, yeah, fuck it, we're waiting for the Chinese market.
We are waiting.
We haven't said anything that would have been offensive in China.
Yeah, honestly, dude, they do good stuff over there. We start pivoting. That'd be crazy. We start doing like a very.
I'm wearing a 9/11 shirt and we just pivot into fucking.
What does that shirt say? Some gave all in memory of those. You know what? 9/11. The concept of running into a burning building, that is fucking crazy. But like, not in a bad. Like, I'm like, damn. If you really think about that, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No bullshit. Like a building.
The smoke alone is crazy.
The smoke alone. Like everybody's running one direction and you run the other. Fucking pretty baller, dude. Shout out to that guy. The wrong Davidson died that day. I always say. You know what I mean? Right? There is like an alternate time loop where Pete Davidson died and then his dad lived like what's that Batman comic? Flashpoint.
There's a Flashpoint.
Yeah, and then his dad just became a hilarious podcaster. He's like, yeah, my fucking son died.
I've never thought Pete was funny.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of his
Skeet.
It's crazy how Kanye cooked his ass, dude. I miss Kanye, man.
I miss the old Kanye.
Literally. If you really think about it, Kanye hasn't been sane since even before Life of Pablo. It's been like he hasn't been regular since 2013.
Yeah, what's weird to say is Yeezus might have been the last like.
Yeah, or even like Watch the Throne. Really, like Yeezus was already almost off the rails.
It was already very unhinged.
Yeah, and I remember the rollout for Life of Pablo. And be like, this is a little bit much.
Yeah, the whole MSG show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was like, I think I'm happy Views is just coming out. You know, my boy Drake never abandoned his people like that. That's why Sleepovers finally having consistent rollouts, folks.
And Vince will be on the next episode?
I mean, I don't even know. Vince is the motherfucker. Vince is a funny guy. At least we're having consistent episodes, you know?
Thank you guys for sticking around with us.
Yeah. Thank you for sticking around, folks, because I know it's a hard, who the fuck is texting?
Alec.
You know, we're back. Whether you like it or not, we're back at least until 2025. And if this shit doesn't pop off until then, we're all killing ourselves on air.
Mm-hmm. On the Patreon.
On the Patreon, because we're going to get $3 each. Okay? But this has been another episode of Sleepover. Hopefully we'll see you guys again next week. I've been Danny Cabral.
I'm Luis Lemus.
See you guys next time.